Good evening everyone, we're just doing a little video of showing the stuff that we've got running the Simfest simulator. I'm currently in the dispatch area with Ralph. Hello Ralph.
Hi guys.
Hi. So we'll start off with what we've got going on here. This is our main flight board machine where we're monitoring our location of where we are coming from ACARS. The flight board with our arrival departure time, you can see all of this on the website. And we're also monitoring the crew forum, and we are actually the Simfest Technology Centre. Coming around to the left here, we've got 2 clocks showing Sydney time, so we don't wake the Australians up, or we know what kind of state they're in when they're talking to us. We've got Dubai time for Mick, one of our crew members. He's flown over from Dubai to be with us, and I think he has even less of an idea what time of day it is. We have a clock up here actually. We actually have a few clocks. We've got 21:15, and we also have another clock over here. What else have we got we can show here? We've got an outside view of the simulator, so we can actually watch takeoff and landings from out here. Coming around to the left, this is part of our computer rack. We've got the butt kicker amplifier here, the printer, and coming down we've got our server machine and first officer's instruments, and even further down here we've got Ralph's washing and the flight sim machine. We've got our storage cupboard for all of our flight plans, and lots of spare parts and tools, and I think you agree we've probably got enough toilet roll. Selection of snacks. So coming round behind me, this is just where our working area is. You see we've got the laptop where we do the video, and then Ralph is on the flight planning dispatching PC, which is labelled, as you probably found. Everything else in the garage is labelled as well, including all of the plugs. So we're using Professional Flight Planner X Beta.
This is Boston to Gander is up.
Yeah, so Ralph is just looking at the plan that we did for the flight that we're in at the moment. It's really good. If you actually click on the winds icon, you'll see that we've got a tailwind all the way, and we've actually got a 100 knot tailwind at the moment, so not sure what we're going to do when we arrive an hour early. Let's carry on over here. Oh, we got, sorry, yes, dispatch centre. This is where we load all of our fuel for the simulator and connect and disconnect our external power and air. And we can also adjust, open and close the doors to automatic and manual, and do the pushbacks. And if we really want, we can do cabin announcements and the cabin ready light that comes on in the cockpit. Oh, here's our phone that we hotline to the Aussies. Coming down here we've got an air conditioning unit which feeds all the way along and up to the simulator. We've got a life jacket. I'm not really sure where that's come from, but I'm sure we'll show you that later in the video. Coming down here we've got our highly technological map, moving map of where everyone is. They just move us along, and just some posters and stuff. So coming down into the galley, as you can see, we've got the emergency exit lights down on the floor. We turn some more lights on around here, we might actually be able to see. There we go. So we've got our roster, which is always changing. We actually come down to the simulator itself. So see, no mobile phones.
Do you want this off now?
Yes, please.
No, certainly.
Oh, thank you, Ralph. So into the cockpit. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
We're doing a little video for the blogs of everything that's going on. This is First Officer Benny.
Training Captain, Check Captain.
Captain Benny.
Correct.
And this is Jesper.
Hello.
And he's from Denmark.
Yes.
Or Jasper from Sweden, as we call it. So where are we then?
Yeah, we are
Well done.
about 1 hour from Goose Bay in Canada.
Right. That's it.
Arriving, starting our descent in 30 minutes, I think.
Excellent. And that's a ground speed of 533 knots.
So we have a very fast tailwind.
We're coming up to Downs Gull.
Okay. We're Mach decimal 79. It's getting quite dark out there.
Yeah. We was thinking about turning the plane to watch the sunset.
Yeah, we do seem to be flying in the dark quite a lot at the moment.
Yeah, actually, yeah, I think this
So, it's just a little pan of the sim. Everyone's seen enough pictures of this. But Benny, if you can, do you want to do us a little demonstration of these EFBs that we've got? People are asking
these
about.
lovely EFBs we've got. This is one of the settings. It's galley camera, so we can keep an eye on what's happening if we need to call anybody or the like. We also have various settings, so we've got all the charts for all the airports we're going to. So you can get Goose Bay, pick any chart, and the chart comes straight up. You can scroll through them and the like. So obviously it's much better than having to do all the paperwork. We've also got a CDTI. Unfortunately there's not a lot of traffic at the moment, but this basic, there's no traffic at all anywhere near.
In fact, there's no traffic at all.
No.
Great.
However, if there is traffic, it displays all the traffic on here, and we can also get a vertical representation of what's happening. So that's a really useful bit of kit. It's not everything shows up on TCAS on the ND, so this gives us a really good perspective of what's happening around. We can get the weather and any node times we need, so we can easily get the weather there for where we're going, and get the weather straight up.
Weather for the blind?
Yes. Pressing back to online. Shows us all the air traffic that's in the area and the like. So rather than having to go through Squawk Box every time, we can very easily see the traffic we need. Next one. FCOM. This is a fantastic document, very well written.
Who was that written by, Benny?
I can't remember, but it's a fantastic document.
Yeah.
I think it is superb.
Yeah.
So obviously on here we've got all the pages, how to operate the aircraft and the like. Very useful for when people try and turn the hydraulic pumps off and the like when they're not meant to.
Or are meant to.
Or are meant to.
Or not meant to.
Checklist is also on there as well. Of course we've got the normal paper copy, but we do have the electronic copy if needed as a backup. We can also get a performance uplink. So before we depart, we get a performance uplink for the conditions from our operations centre back in near Heathrow. So as you can see, we've got the performance stuff for our departure out of Boston earlier. Yeah. And then finally, when we get the opportunity, we can get onto the chat room, see what everybody's posting. So we do read what you post when we get the opportunity. Yeah. So by all means, put in there and we'll see what we can do.
Excellent. Cool. Right, well we'll leave you guys to it.
Cheers, thank you.
Bye bye.
How are you? Okay.
Yeah. So that was the cockpit. So we may as well walk outside. Shall I show you? Yeah, we'll show that as well. So as you can see, this is the garage. I think we should show the door actually. This is the team motto: keep calm, carry on. Ralph has done is it a bod job or not perfectly acceptable? I think
this is a great job.
Of this is how we're getting network from the simulator to our operations centre through the downstairs toilet window. And we won't show the way the window's being held shut with a vice, will we, Ralph?
No, we won't do that.
So we come down the corridor. Now we're not really sure what we're going to see here, but this is Dan. Hello, Dan.
Hello.
Craig. Hello.
Hello.
So what are we up to? This is where we do our traffic control from. So
Hello now.
at the exact moment in time we're doing nothing, but we've got VAT Spy in
Do
here.
a dance over there, we're going to open.
Do a dance?
I don't dance.
Oh right.
Even with this in mind.
No,
I don't
no.
dance. Sorry.
So we've
That'll just be a jiffy.
yes. One moment, please hold the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got two ATC stations here, dual screen monitors using Euroscope, and we're also monitoring everything else that's happening on the VATSIM network using VAT Spy. And of course the galley, where Matt made a most pleasing meal this evening. It was nice.
Tasty, isn't it?
It was.
Chili
not
con
bad.
carne.
Chili.
Very nice.
A little bit windy, but everything's fine. So yeah, right. Well, that was the little tour. I'm sorry these guys let us down completely by
Come back in 5 minutes.
when we said come and show us something good to look at.
Come back in 5 minutes.
Well, to be honest, I'll be bored by then.